Off we go on a Tuesday. It's the Ryan Hartson Show on the BWC Network. I am Ryan Hartson. On the program today, I was going to review Rams Giants, but you watched that game last night, and it's kind of like, well, what is there to review? Not a lot going on. If you want me to briefly go over the game, uh, Giants didn't look good. They moved the ball, scored some points. The Rams make way too many mistakes. The offensive line is an issue. The receivers are bad. Pretty much everything I mentioned in our Monday Night Madness yesterday went the way of the Giants. The receiving core, not there. Josh McDaniels needs a little more to work with, so the Rams will be drafting wide receivers for the next 3 years, but hey, that's how you get good. So, Giants looked okay. They're an average NFL team. The Rams might be bad. They might be bad. They've played a couple of good teams and have not had good showings. And doesn't get any easier. You got the Ravens next week. So, good stuff. It was an alright game. It held my interest a little in the first half. Second half, not so much. So, it was an alright game, I guess. But Monday Night Football next week. Redskins, Cowboys, big game. That's interesting. So you can look forward to that. More Monday Night Madness all season long. You can look forward to that. Now, the NFL Power Rankings. I am doing this. This is another new feature that I'm going to be running, where we are going to rank NFL teams. I'm not doing all 32 because ranking all 32 teams, what's the point? Don't waste my time. Honestly, I don't need to rank all 32 NFL teams. I have way too many things to do. And besides, if you're arguing over who the 25th best team in the NFL is, you have to get over it. You have to stop and move on. It's like talking about who the greatest quarterback of all time is. Dude, who cares? Who honestly cares who the greatest quarterback of all time is? Honestly. Joe Montana. No, it's Johnny Unitas. No, it's Otto Graham. No. They are all good. They are all great. They are great for different reasons. They played in different eras. They did different things. I'm not going to argue with you. Tom Brady's great. Peyton Manning's great. Joe Montana. John Elway. I know who the greatest quarterbacks of all time are. We all know who they are. Putting them in a list, I'm not going to waste your time. But the top 10 teams right now, and again, this is another segment. It's a waste of time. Honestly, ranking teams is a waste of time. But it's fun to look at. It's fun to throw around because, unlike the BCS, rankings don't matter. But just to see, where they are, it gives me a chance to talk about teams, and I hope everybody enjoys it. So, should I go up to down or down to up? I don't know. Let's go 1 to 10. Not 10 to 1. 1 to 10. And we'll take it nice and slow, nice and easy, so everybody can understand what I'm saying. And again, all 10 of these teams are good. Probably only 8 of them are going to make the playoffs, and there will be a couple surprises thrown in, as always happens, because this league is, as most of you know, completely insane. Number 1, best team in the National Football League right now, the New England Patriots. Why? Best coach, best quarterback. That defense is going to get better as the year goes on. They haven't given up back-to-back 400-yard passers. And Brady looks like a runaway for the NFL MVP again. So, go figure. But the Patriots look phenomenal. They'll have a game in Buffalo this week. Looking forward to that. It's interesting because I want to see where the Bills are too. Because the Bills, to me, I don't think are for real. A lot of people are. I want to see New England blow them out so the mainstream media can be proven wrong again. Oh, parody! No. Not parody. You're just not paying attention. It's pretty simple, people. Honestly. All you have to do is watch the games, and you'll see the same things I see. Just pay attention. That's kind of the same thing with everything, right? Just pay attention. It's not hard. None of this stuff is hard. This sports stuff is easy. It's not molecular physics. Just pay attention. Pay attention. Watch the games, and you see the same stuff I see. It's very, very simple. All right, Patriots are the best team. Number 2 is the defending world champion Green Bay Packers. Now, Here's why I have the Packers behind New England. Because a lot of people, most of the sites, NFL.com, as well as ESPN, both have the Packers number one, which is understandable. They're the world champions, Super Bowl MVP, Aaron Rodgers, great defense. The Packers have given up back-to-back 400-yard passers, and they looked average against Carolina. Both things are stressful, distressful, and worrisome about the team. The Packers stock, because of the Nick Collins injury, the Packers stock is going down, not up. So they are going to be closer to 3 than they are to 1 after this weekend. And I trust Bill Belichick more than I trust Mike McCarthy. Number 3, the New Orleans Saints. Breeze, Sean Payton, the defense is still questionable. One of the great teams in the league. To me, right now, the Saints are the favorites to get out of the NFC ahead of whoever else you people like. Dallas, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Green Bay. Whoever else you like. I like New Orleans. Right now. Right now, not preseason, not, 3 weeks from now, not even tomorrow. Right now. I think the Saints are your team coming out of the NFC. They look the most complete. They look the best. To me. And again, this is just me. Patriots 1, Packers 2, Saints 3, Jets 4. Sanchez looks better. Had a tough game against Jacksonville. He's going to have to work on that. Defense looks as dominant as ever. Rex Ryan hasn't blown up the team from the inside yet. I'm still expecting it. Don't disappoint, Rex. But the Jets look very, very good. To me, they can contend for the AFC East with New England. To me, they will end up, by the end of the year, those teams could end up having very similar records. The Jets are much better than expected. But that receiving core, still iffy. I still don't trust Plaxico Burress and Derek Mason as much as I would have trusted Jericho Cotchery and Braylon Edwards, honestly. So the Jets, worrisome, but number 4. Number 5, Baltimore. That loss to Tennessee really hurt them. To me, I had them third last week. I didn't do this last week, but I had them higher. I had to drop them because of the loss to Tennessee. They've got the Rams this week. I think they're going to get back on track. Flacco has to have a better game. Flacco has to be more consistent for the Ravens to be a Super Bowl contender. I saw it against Pittsburgh, didn't see it against Tennessee, so you throw that up. He's about where he was last year, which is an issue if the Ravens are going to take that next step. I believe they can, but Flacco has to do it as well. Number 6, San Diego. Made way too many mistakes against New England. Norv Turner continues to put the team in bad situations. Turnovers, stupid mistakes against great teams going to get you screwed. That's why, as I said yesterday, they are not Super Bowl contenders. They are going to win their division, but when they get into the playoffs and they're playing New England or the Jets, they are going to get into some trouble. So Chargers 6. Texans 7. This is higher than others have them. Now, I've been saying I don't trust them. I still don't. But they have played very well. This is a really good team. And if they don't falter, they're going to be in the playoffs, and they could make a run at the whole thing. Schaub is a good enough quarterback. Andre Johnson, when you've got a quarterback with a great receiver, they get hot in the playoffs. We saw it with Aaron Rodgers and everybody. So the Texans are very, very good if that defense keeps playing well. And who are they playing this week? I don't know. But the Texans are playing somebody good this week, aren't they? Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, but this week might tell us something, it might not. We will see as the week goes on. Number 8, Philadelphia. The Mike Vick injury affected my vote. I'm bumping them way down here. The offensive line is terrible. Vick is inconsistent and inaccurate, as I've always been saying, and I'll continue to say it. Vick is really good. He's not great. Even when he comes back healthy, I don't think this team is going to win the division. They, to me, are an iffy playoff team. They're the 6th seed in the NFC. That's what I think they're going to end up being. 9-7, 10-6, sneak into the playoffs. That's what they are. Because they're not going to have the time for those free agents to like mesh. This time next year, maybe that's different. This time next year, maybe it's different. I just don't see it right now. Number 9, the Dallas Cowboys. I've got the Cowboys higher than others because I think Tony Romo is an excellent quarterback. A lot of people hate him. I don't understand it. I think you people got to calm down on Tony Romo. He's an excellent quarterback. He is anywhere from the 8th to 10th best quarterback in the league, depending on what you think. I think he's an excellent quarterback. He does things the right way. And the team is very good. I love Jason Garrett. I love the direction the Cowboys are headed. That's why I thought they'd be in the Super Bowl this year. That was probably, ridiculous, but I decided to make a ridiculous prediction in preseason. Everybody takes a flyer on a team. My flyer was the Cowboys, and it looks all right for me. Played great against the Jets. Tony Romo looked brave against the 49ers, and they look good. They do look good. We will see what happens on Monday night against the Redskins. Down the road, Cowboys, 9th best team in the league. Number 10. Maybe this was a little high. Too high, too soon. You let me know. Comment, email, bwcinternetradio@live.com. Let me know. The Detroit Lions, number 10. Now, before everybody else screams, which you already have. Oh my God, the Lions are overrated. I know. I said this yesterday. On the road, in Tampa, tough road game. Matthew Stafford looked brilliant. Calvin Johnson looked brilliant. They can't run the ball. I don't care about that. I don't care. The Packers didn't run the ball last year. They ran the ball situationally, which I believe the Lions are going to be able to figure out how to do because they are very good offensively. Stafford looks fantastic. That defense looks dominant at times. The Lions could be a playoff team. The Lions could be in the playoffs. They could win the division. Depends on who they play this week. Who do the Lions play this week? Somebody help me. I don't know. It depends. But the Packers and Bears play each other. So, there was something, wasn't there? No. Okay. But the Packers and Bears play each other. Depending on who Detroit plays, they have a legitimate chance to be 3-0, while maybe Green Bay and Chicago are both 2-1 after that game. So, if the Lions win and the Bears win, all of a sudden, Detroit is alone in first place. Alone in first place. The Lions alone in first place, week 3. Wow, that's a team. Lions very, very good. They look to me like they're doing it the right way, and I look forward to watching this team play down the road. The Lions look really, really good, and it's going to be a lot of fun down the stretch. So, there you go, my NFL power rankings for going into Week 3, post Week 2, where they are right now. I think a little bit differently than everybody else does. So if you're mad, send a comment. If you're happy, send a comment. Send a comment if you're indifferent. I need to hear from people. So let me know what you think. In review, Patriots 1, Packers 2, Saints 3, Jets 4, Ravens 5, Chargers 6, Texans 7, Eagles 8, Cowboys 9, Lions 10. There's your NFL power rankings. I will be back on Saturday breaking down all of your NFL action over the weekend. In fact, I will be back on Friday doing that because Saturday I don't have any time. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I will see you later in the week. Thanks for being in. I'm Ryan Hartson. It's the BWC Network.